Ladies and gentlemen, it seems this is the match that all the people have come to see. People have gathered from across the world to see this game today. As we have Azhi the Hockey, the Dragon, up against what some people know as my dad, Mr. Nomad. What's up, Kawa? So, the map is Metropolis. I 100% think this is Protoss favored. But we'll see. I could see some tank drops being very strong, especially with, we'll turn on this entire map vision real quick. Especially because you can tank drop these ledges and they can hit the naturals. So I could see that being pretty strong. What map is not Protoss favored? That is a good question. I'd say Radion is pretty fair. I thought Vermeer was pretty fair, but all you players complained about it, so we got kicked out of the ladder pool. I really liked Vermeer. Alright, so we got a little bit. It looks like we are going to play 12 gas here. I know Azhi does like 11 gas now and then. Nothing special. Just going for a 12 gas here. Get some city with the racks and depot. I expect Nomad to make a Zealot or two. I actually thought he was going to just 12 next, to be honest, but I guess he doesn't feel comfortable doing that against Azhi for whatever reason. Or maybe just looking to put some pressure on. Well, it looks like no Zealot, so kind of surprised. I'm 0 for 2 on this one. I guess we'll now just kind of keep track here of how much gas we're going to mine from Azhi. First scout going to be going in the correct direction for both players here. And now we're going to see a pull-off. We are going to see a pull-off of gas here. So we are going to see just the normal factory here. He did go Marine first and still gets a like reasonably good timing on his factory. Oh, we did actually make a Zealot. Look at that. So he just went core into Zealot. Zealot going to be making his way over there to the top left. Probe is going to join forces with that Zealot. But Azhi will already have 3 Marines by the time that Zealot arrives. Azhi not going for the end scout. He's actually just going to scout bottom right. Maybe seeing that probe kind of threw him off a little bit. I think maybe Nomad was over there in the bottom right. And looks like the Zealot is now in position to try to get something done here. Marines pulled back instantly there. Some good control there. I guess he was looking right at those Marines when that happened, to be honest. Oh, gonna get a couple love taps there. One Marine down to 3 HP, the other down to 24. Vulture is already in production here. Goon gonna be joining the forces shortly. And this is gonna be a little bit annoying for Azhi. You might need to pull like an SCV or two. Looks like he's chosen to go for 5 Marines here. And yeah, I mean, really, Nomad just has to sit down here. He doesn't actually have to commit up the ramp. By just sitting down here, it's going to force Nomad to have to do something. Or sorry, Azhi to have to do something. And there's the plan. The plan is we're just going to pull the boys. Wait, holy shit. Is he actually just pulling across the map? I thought we were just trying to bust out of our base here. He's actually just going for it. Okay. We're just going for it. Oh, it was a rangeless expand. That's why Azhi's going for it. Okay. But, I mean, what do we got? We got 3 Marines and some SCVs? Uh-oh. Bunker getting started. Are we going to pull the boys? What's Nomad's response to this? Well, so Nomad might think he's safe here? The problem is there's 2 more Marines coming. Yeah, so those Marines are going to get in. I actually would have loved for Nomad to have pulled the goons on the left side here and started picking off SCVs. Instead, Azhi just going to steal some resources here and head back home. Back home, we did see, what, a fourth vulture created? Or was that a third? Third or fourth vulture created. Command center hasn't started just yet. We did throw one more onto gas. Okay, well, now we have the command center started. Looks like Robo on the way. With range not done, though. Yeah, it looks like he is going to end up losing this Nexus. Okay, so where do we stand? Looks like mine's going to be in production here. Single tank being produced. And overall, this looks like an advantageous position for Azhi. He did forget a depot, though. That is going to hurt him. He's going to get supply blocked very shortly here. Oh, actually, it looks like he lost a vulture or two. Or maybe he just pulled the Marines out? No. Okay. So he did just lose a vulture. Because I saw him at 32 tank finish, and then he was back to 32 rather. This is kind of scary, though. We got 4 goons coming across the map. We don't have a bunker. We don't have any Marines. It looks like Azhi's going to abandon ship on holding that natural position and instead just going to try to hold this high ground. He might need to pull a couple SCVs here to be able to hold this. Looks like Nomad is going to just commit to just attacking this natural command center. He does have even a robotic support bay on the way. Shuttle's already just about to finish. Unfortunately, Nomad gets that bunker for free. Wasn't really paying attention there. Was Azhi Dahaki not repairing that. He's going to even lose both tanks there. Oh my goodness. Absolutely chaos going on here in the Terran's base. I looked away for 1 second. Sorry you guys missed the first tank going down. And what looked like a really, really strong position for Azhi now looks like a very, very difficult position to come back from. We did see the Nexus is about to get plopped down. Looks like the choice has been made to go for this upgrade. What is this called? Gravitic Drive is going to be researched before throwing down that second Nexus. And with a couple mines here, you know, I don't imagine... Oh, okay, this is the play. All right, so Nomad's just going to use this Zealot to eat up these mines. Oh, one of the mines don't go down. Okay, he does kill that mine off. Oh, this is brutal. Even losing this eBay is kind of big right now, to be honest. We're so light on resources, not having a natural yet, that every single building is quite big for us. Oh, unfortunately, he wasn't really on top of it, so he's going to let that eBay survive. However, there still isn't a single turret produced for Azhi, and we do have the Reaver coming across the map now. We should see probably something like a Bulldog going to be taking place very shortly. These 2 tanks are going to siege up. He does have vision of those goons. Boom! One goes down. He's going to get that second goon on the top there. And boom! A second goon goes down. So unfortunately, Nomad going to be losing 2 goons there. But I think he's going to have a shot to just drop it right on top of these tanks. He's going to completely avoid the tanks, actually. He's going to go flying straight into the main here. Single Scarab's going to try to connect here. Is it going to get a connection? Oh, it doesn't connect, actually. Another Scarab going to be shot here. Is it going to connect? Another dud? Oh, my God. That's 0 for 2 for Nomad on these Scarab shots. Definitely not feeling good about that. Third Scarab does connect, fortunately, but it's only for a single SCV. So Azhi very, very happy with the way he split these SCVs here and pulled them back and forth. 2 Marines going to go down there. We're down to just a single unit that can shoot up. And now with speed on the shuttle done, he actually ends up killing off one of the tanks there. And what's the play for Nomad from here? What are we doing? Looks like we're getting our second Nexus done. We're transferring now. Uh-oh, he's got to pick up this Reaver. Good, he picks it up. He could even drop the Reaver like really far behind this mineral patch over here. And it actually could get some nice Scarabs. Trying to get as much work done as possible with this Reaver. Going to go picking off that bunker now. Depot is going to burn down here. Doesn't actually drop another Reaver shot there. I thought he was going to try to go for picking off the Marines and then dropping on top of the tank here. But actually, it looks like that would have been a death sentence. These 2 tanks probably in position to hit the Reaver on either side here. So a good heads-up play by Nomad not to drop the Reaver there. We still haven't started an observatory? Kind of curious about that. I thought he would have started it by now. He's got the money for it. It's just kind of a mistake there by Nomad not having that done just yet. Looks like Azhi has recognized that it is a potential for him to drop a Reaver back here, so he's going to throw down a turret. Still no armory. And this game, you know, this is just a hectic game for Terran. Two scarabs go off there. Just killing a couple Marines there. Nothing too fancy, nothing too intense. Might be able to actually pick off this factory. Should be quite annoying. Two more shots pick off the factory. Doesn't actually get it. A second shuttle is here to play. Gonna be dropping on top of these tanks now. Oh, if you got one more shot off on this other tank, it would be GG, game over for Azhi's factory, but he is going to be able to protect it. Third Nexus on the way. Still no observers on the map. Kind of crazy, man. I guess Nomad just been microing his brains out with this Reaver. Can't even make an observer. There's so much going on here. All these goons just kind of sitting at home where he could be pressuring this front. I mean, there's literally just one tank in position to pressure, to hold the pressure in the front lines here. But Nomad just unable to see that possibility. And there we go. First observer is being created here at the almost 12-minute mark. Third gateway on the way now. This game has been quite wild. See a third factory going down now. Armory just about done. It's going to be about a 12-15 armory. That just shows you the game state, how wild it's been, guys. Flash would be 3-3. Yeah. Oh my god. That's basically a meme at this point, dude. What was it, Mooney that said that? Alright, we got the two Reavers going across the map once again. He has two shuttles, I thought. Yeah, he has the second shuttle here sitting at his natural. Okay, we are going up to 6 factory now. It looks like the game is going to slow down slightly at this point. What? You want Azhi to cast this? Azhi's the observer, dude. But he's observing for his own YouTube video. You guys are seeing my observing. Yeah, so the game is going to slow down slightly here. It looks like both players are just going to be content to just macro up a little bit. Can the tanks hit those Reavers? No. Okay. I was like, dang, that would be intense. That would be a pretty insane siege tank range if they hit there. That's pretty far. Uh-oh. If that takes sieges, it for sure going to hit these Reavers. Nomad not paying attention. Oh. Maybe Nomad knows the tank range better than I know it. Just wiggles his little Reaver out of position there from being hit by that siege tank. So nicely done by him. So, I'm curious how the game state is so close in supply. I thought Azhi took a lot more damage than he did, but I guess he really didn't lose that many SCVs. We saw 2 scans get blasted here. Looks like he's just kind of confirming the tech tree from Nomad. We see it is going to be... It looks like it's going to be Arbiter. We haven't seen the Arbiter Tribunal started just yet. Do have +1 weapon on the way here. We do have Storm Tech being researched as well. Still no Arbiter Tribunal though. A couple tanks in the end position here. I don't know how he sees that. Was the Rax able to give him vision? What the heck? This ramp looks so weird. It's like flat here and then he goes up. And then he goes high ground. Maybe it's like gives you more vision or something. Maybe that's why Azhi was able to see it. I don't know. Alright, so Ozzy's just gonna go. Somehow, some way, he's up in supply now. It's kind of crazy. I don't really understand how. Oh. Oh boy. These reverse shots are gonna be insane. Oh my god, he just kills like half the SCV line. Oh my god, that one didn't connect. If that reverse shot over here connected, that was goodbye every single SCV at the natural. Okay, Vulture's gonna actually bleed off ahead here. Kind of a mistake there, bleeding off those Vultures. DTs are going to be crucial in this fight, as we saw that the comm stats are almost non-existent on energy. Uh-oh. So there's the scan there. But as we see, there's really like no energy in these comm stats. If Nomad is paying attention to this, we should see more DTs being produced. And as we talk about it, here it comes, dude. More DT boys. More Cape boys being produced. A couple goons looking to maybe cut off any reinforcing Vultures here. As we see Nomad prepare to take his 4th base over here in the bottom right as well. 2 High Templar already on the map. We do have Storm already researched, and we do have 75 energy already ready to go. As we see 2 more DTs make their way across the map and get on top of those tanks. No scan available just yet, so he's going to lose a couple units. And there's a scan. And here comes the second Zealot momentarily. I missed if there was another drop there. No, huh? Here's something. Oh, okay, that's what I was listening to. I was like, I heard something going on. So these couple of goons actually get caught by these tanks here. This looks... Yeah, I was like, we look pretty dead here as Azhi, to be honest. Alright, so Ozzy's going to tap out here. Nomad going to take game number 1. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. Game number 2 in this best of 3 series between Nomad and Azhi Hockey. Spawning over here at the top right, we got Nomad. And in the cross spawn position, it's Mr. Dahaki. And boys, we already know what happens whenever Protoss spawns in the cross spawn position in a 4-player map. It's like they just know. Nomad definitely known for playing the 12 Nexus. Are we going to see it this game? We will see here. Don't actually do this SimCity myself very often. Usually just build my depot on the bottom and just build my racks. But this isn't a bad SimCity from Dahaki. Racks here, you got 2 slits. I believe gas, excuse me, on the left and racks on the right is Zealot proof. Okay, so it's only with the depot. Because I know if you have depot and racks, it's definitely Zealot proof. Oh, we do have an 11 gas being placed here for Aussie this game. And surprisingly, we don't see Nomad going for 12 next. I thought for sure we'd see it. So let's see just how fast we can get this racks down, or this factory down. The fastest I've ever seen, and this is from a pro gamer perspective, was a 220 11 gas factory. Typically the fastest I get is about a 222. Looks like we are going to see a 225 this time around. It is left side spawn, so that's pretty normal. I think 225 is around that, but it's crazy. I saw Royal get a 220 before. Alright, so once again we saw this like core Zealot come out of Nomad. And maybe that's just the way you're supposed to play the build, but I thought you go Zealot before core. I don't know. Maybe I'm trolling. I never really played Protoss at a high level. Zealot after core. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. I see. Alright, so Ozzy pointing out what the differences are with the Zealot timing and when you build it. So this goon gonna push away this SCV here. Is Nomad gonna hide the probe? He's not. Okay, so he's just gonna telegraph that he's building a Nexus here, which may actually be a mine game. He has mined a lot of gas. Let's see if he throws down a Citadel. Looks like he doesn't. Zealot gonna go into the main here. We do see a add-on before Vulture here, and a third depot already started. And once again, are we gonna see Rangeless expand? He's gonna get a third Marine? Oh, he almost got that third Marine there if he would have got one more little love tap there. So we are gonna see a Rangeless once again come out of Nomad. Can you get that last shot on that SCV? He's looking for it. He could go up the ramp here. One of those Marines is 1 HP. Does he notice? Okay, it looks like he's not paying attention exactly there. No mines? Okay, he did go mines now. Alright, so, ooh, a little bit of miscontrol. Azhi doing a good job of trying to body block that goon like we're playing Warcraft 3, but unfortunately just doesn't get it. So we have the 4 Marines, 5 Marines, a single SCV, a tank, and Vulture going to be sent across the map here. Command center to follow. From the side of Nomad, he did throw down a second gateway, and it's going to be a Citadel of a Dune. Range only about halfway done, so this is going to be potentially a little bit challenging for our boy, our Protoss brother over here to hold this. Okay, mine's already done. Let's see if we can get that first mine. He does kill that first mine. Kills the second mine. Gets the third mine. But that's all the goons already done. Only 1 goon left. This is looking pretty hard for Azhi, for Nomad to be able to hold here. We're even throwing out a bunker. That's going to make this incredibly difficult for us to hold. We do have a Templar Archives on the way. But there are going to be mines. What's the follow-up for Azhi? We already have an eBay started. Okay. Playing with fire here is that tank. Oh, unfortunately, a little bit of a missed rally there with the Vulture. I think he was just trying to get it, like, just rallied it to get it over there, and unfortunately just wasn't 100% controlling that. Oh my gosh, a little bit of a miscontrol from Nomad, too. What are we doing, dude? We're just seeing both players just throwing units left and right. Looks like DTs can't even be produced here because we don't even have gas to make them. Okay, just kidding. He did make them. I thought he hadn't started them yet. Okay, so 1 Vulture going to get into the main here. And, uh-oh. That's going to be a dead goon. Goodbye, goon. Oh, boy. And this game looks just about over, man. Command center's done. Turret's being started. Azhi just knows something is up. He hasn't scouted anything just yet. But he just has to... He has a feeling here that something is going on. He just needs 2 more touches with these... Oh my god, even the mine going to be killing 2 more probes here. Oh, absolutely brutal. And Nomad, unfortunately, misclicking with the DT. It's going to give a chance... Going to give Azhi a chance to get everything set up at home here. Second factory on the way. Turret's already done. We already have a bunker completed as well. I'm not sure how many Marines he made it home with. Oh my god, he actually got all the Marines to make it home. Holy shit. Okay, so we're totally fine here. Yeah, this game's done, dude. Nomad's gonna barely be starting his natural nexus. We're already mining, like, we're gonna be mined like, what, at least 100 from every single patch before that nexus is done, maybe even more. It looks like the follow-up is gonna be a DT drop. But even a DT drop, Azhi's prepared for. He's already got his mines in position. We do have a turret somewhat close to our command center. I guess maybe if he flies the shuttle all the way into the main and drops on top of the turret here at the main CC, we could see that work. Because we actually don't see an academy, which I'm very surprised. Usually when you see the DT, you just immediately start an academy. So I'm kind of surprised we don't see that just yet. Yeah, well, this is going to get shut down. I wouldn't be surprised if we just see a GG called from Nomad here. Yeah, no academy ever started, though. It's kind of bizarre. Got like one more turret shot, right? 2 more turret shots. Take this out. Oh boy. We're playing with fire here. Marines coming now to deal with the shuttle. Oh, the Marine's gonna kill the shuttle! The Marine gets the shuttle! Oh, a little bit of a mistake there. If he could have killed this other Marine, he would have been able to pick up the DTs once again. I mean, it is getting a little bit of damage done, but look at the worker count. Azhi's up 13 workers. 14 now. Nomad not even producing off both Nexi. Man, Nomad really hit 2,300? Oh, I think that's fake news, guys. I'm not seeing it. Interesting. Are we going dropship or are we getting a science facility? What are we doing? Oh, science facility. Okay, so he's gonna make a vessel, I guess? Only mining 2 on gas here at the main, unfortunately. That's kind of a bummer. We do need a 4th on gas at our natural as well. Or especially going for we're going 5 fact with the science facility. We never even made an armory. Azhi must be 2,400. That's the only explanation, huh? Sorry, just checking on my cookies. Looks like they're about 20 minutes away. Well, I still have to bake them, but that'll be fun. I'll just have to set a timer. I haven't baked cookies in years. It's gonna make the house smell so nice. I'm excited. I really wanted some chocolate chip cookies. Well, actually, I really wanted some chocolate fudge. I don't know, I had a dream about chocolate fudge last night. I think it's because like I barely ate yesterday, so I was dreaming about food. So I was like hungry, but I wasn't like I didn't have appetite yesterday because I was so sick. Like I dreamed I like bought all the ingredients to make a charcuterie board, and then I was buying like all these sweets. Like I was getting like cookies and fudge and like ice cream, and then I bought like a T-bone or like a tomahawk steak and a ribeye. Like I think my body was just like really hungry, so I started dreaming about food. So I was asleep for like 15 hours. It was a long time. I was dreaming a lot. I'd wake up every like I don't know 6-ish hours or so and be like, oh, I was dreaming about that, I guess. Damn, I dreamed I was like hanging out with this girl I was talking to recently. It's funny. All right, so Azhi going for this push here. Nomad looks pretty fucking dead, but we'll see how if he can hold on here. I missed whether or not he got Storm. I don't think he did. He hasn't had the gas for it, especially getting Arbiter so quickly as well. He's not even mining a 3rd gas just yet, so I don't think he has Storm just yet either. Looks like a couple scans going to go down here. I think the only hope is if he can snipe that vessel. Maybe if he can snipe that vessel, there's a little bit of hope here for Protoss. Because it looks like we're going to be kind of on the drought for scans here as Terran. And Nomad just going to try to make this game wacky. He's going to go for a counterattack here. But, I mean, with the high ground available and he's on 6 fact, I mean, we aren't going to be able to bust this. Alright, it looks like Nomad's going to just just try to cut off reinforcements here. Definitely not a bad move. However, yeah, we're in the driver's seat here. I don't see Azhi losing from this situation or this position. Excuse me. These tanks left unguarded though. Might be able to get some big drags. Okay, that was nice. Getting 3 at the tanks there. Okay, that was actually really, really big. Hold on a second. Do we have a chance here to hold? Maybe? He's gonna get one more tank there. Drops on top of this tank. Well, you know, surprisingly being down half the supply of your opponent, Nomad did make that look almost possible. But yeah, it looks like with that D Matrix being casted, so is the hopes and dreams of Nomad being able to hold that push, and he's just gonna GG out. Alright boys, sorry for that delay. But here we go. Game number 3. Series tied 1 apiece. Spawning in the top right, it's Nomad. And in the bottom left, it is Azhi the Hockey. Looks like Azhi picking all the best patches here to mine. Good stuff. And as we expected, 3 perfect splits in a row. Icing the kicker failed. It was our 4th remake? What the heck? What, you kept remaking to get top right spawn or something? That's funny. Alright, so we are going to see what looks like a single proxy gate into gas steel, most likely, coming out of Nomad here. And it looks like Azhi once again is going to go for that Sim City with Depot on the right, racks in between the gas and Depot. I do actually prefer on Eclipse the Depot south, where you can place the racks to touch the command center, because then that allows you to also make a second depot to the right of that first depot, and that gives you like a full wall with 3 different holes to the bottom side of your base. And against things like proxy gateway, you can actually just build a second barracks underneath your first barracks and your first depot, and it's pretty strong against early zealot harassment. But looks like Azhi is going to opt to go for this Sim City. I do want to see what the follow-up here for Nomad is. He did take the gas. It looks like we are going to have a zealot, multiple zealots. Hey, OT. Hey, buddy. Yeah, it looks like Nomad definitely going to be trying to get some early pressure done. You know, this is a fast gateway. Gateway's already done. Rack's not even completed just yet. But, you know, Azhi did send that SCV scout immediately over to top right, so he's going to get a confirmation of what he's up to. He's going to see that there's no nexus, no forward gateway, no gateway in the main, so he's going to know instantly it's going to be a proxy gateway of some kind. And, you know, it's going to be curious. We're going to be a little bit curious to just see how the control is going to be on both sides here. Azhi actually going to be throwing down a bunker. Definitely don't really need the bunker unless it's double 9 gate. Surely Azhi's got to know that he can't afford 2 gateways and a gas steel here, right? It's kind of interesting to see him throw down this bunker. It looks like it was just kind of thrown down just in case he needed it. Looks like he's not even going to bother finishing it here. Okay, so he's going to throw down another SCV to get on top of it. Uh-oh, and one Marine's going to go down. Okay, so this is actually going to get out of hand quite quickly here. So now it's like, it's actually, okay, so this is kind of funny. Azhi's kind of panicking a little bit here. He's got all his SCVs pulled. You don't usually see Terrans react this extremely. But having the bunker here is actually going to be pretty good for him. He's going to be able to deal with these zealots quite easily now. Looks like an SCV just going to be lingering here at the natural to be able to confirm when that nexus goes down. One of the zealots is going to get eliminated here. And it looks like we are going to have a cyber core followed by, I would assume, a second gateway. We'll see what he decides to do here. Yeah, I'm curious if he goes for the eBay block as well. It looks like he's going to throw down a third depot first and start his refinery. He might be throwing down an eBay next, as it is now 5 Marine against these 2 Zealots. There should be a Goon on the way. Oh, not yet, actually. The cyber core is actually not even done yet. So we aren't going to have a Goon just yet. And I wonder if we're going to see range this time before a Nexus. We've seen 2 games in a row. Nomad likes to go for this rangeless Nexus, and hasn't paid off for him too well, I would say. I think Ozzy's done a good job of busting that or just putting on lots of pressure. So we'll see if this time around Nomad decides to take his gas, or sorry, take his use his gas to get that core spinning. We definitely overmined a lot of gas here. A little bit unoptimized. Yeah, and the eBay block here is getting pretty good. He might even just finish the eBay, to be completely honest. Yeah, he's just gonna allow that to finish here just to be able to build turrets if necessary. I actually don't mind it. I think that factory placement is a little troll. I would have probably put it placed a little bit closer to our bunker here. Unfortunately, it is going to get canceled now. And yeah, this is going to be a little bit of trouble here for Azhi. He might even lose this depot, which is going to be pretty painful. A lot of people are not a big fan of Nomad, as you can see. Mr. Twisted. Nomad talks a lot of shit, dude. Oh, a big Aussie simp. Okay, so it might be maybe not so much hating Nomad as it is loving Aussie. Okay. This is a lot of SCVs being pulled here. Aussie taking all the precautions necessary. Maybe a little bit of over precaution just to make sure he doesn't die here. He's got plenty though. I mean, especially holding this high ground, I think he's completely fine here. He's even gonna make a bunker actually. That seems super unnecessary. We should see. Okay, so we're just gonna go for it, and this is not gonna work. There's no way this works for Nomad. Yeah, I do feel a little bit better on Swedish Chef. I felt so good that I actually even opened a beer. I'm still fucking sick. I feel it for sure, but my body doesn't feel as sore. My cough doesn't sound as phlegmy. But we still have it. Okay, let's see. Is this guy here yet? Yeah, we had the. I think we had the flu, man. Not COVID, thankfully. But yeah, Friday was pretty rough. Saturday was really rough. And today, we got a lot of sleep. We slept like 15 hours last night. And like we went to bed at like 4:30 p.m. yesterday. We really got lots of rest in. And I really just couldn't sleep anymore. My back was actually hurting from laying in bed so long. I had to get up. Yeah, I was like, well, I mean, for the first like 4 hours of my stream, I wasn't actually even really participating in the stream. I was just kind of watching Flash. I was like watching Flash from my bed. All right. Sorry, the game kind of slowed down a second there, Ozzy. Nomad throwing down that robo. He's getting a shuttle here. We do have a Reaver support bay already done. Nexus on the way. And it looks like we're probably getting siege mode here. Just continuing to make SCV production here. These 2 siege tanks are gonna go into siege mode here and probably get at least 1 goon kill. Okay, gets 1. And then he'll be floating that command center down. So surprisingly, even after all the damage we've taken as Aussie, the eBay block was pretty clutch. I'm not sure why we opted to go a second gateway. I guess he was a little nervous of getting busted on a counterattack from Azhi. But if we look at the worker count, we're going to be up to 40 against 31 workers. I guess 32, 33 now when that one finishes. Okay, so it's still pretty good. We transferred even 12 SCVs here, which is awesome. Going to be able to get that saturation going very, very quickly down at our natural, taking that second gas right away. Double turrets going up. Already a full turret ring here on the top side. Might even want one more turret here if we really want the full ring, but with the bunker here, we should be fine. We got the third gateway on the way, observatory on the way, and we're just going to continue to get these units here at the front. I will have to pause in just a second here. Looks like my cookies are about to arrive. Okay, I am going to have to pause here. Give me about 2 minutes. I'll be right back, guys. So, where are we looking right now? Looks like shuttle trying to poke in. But turret ring already in place, so nothing's going to get done with that. Man, I don't know, guys. Nomad really doesn't look strong, dude. Like, I don't know how he's 2300. I'm honestly, like, just shocked. Like, either Azhi's, like, playing like a god today, or Nomad was just playing incredibly horrible. Maybe had his kid in his lap or something. But this doesn't look like Nomad's A game. Kind of shocked. Because this looks like just like a straight up 5-6 fact win from Azhi. We'll see. One thing that we've noticed though is Azhi has forgotten his armory all 3 games, dude. All 3 games he's forgotten an armory. This one has been a pretty crazy game though, right? The opener was pretty odd. We were playing only a single racks, but okay, yeah, trying to be cute there with the Reaver. He does actually end up getting 1. Oh, is that what you did? That was a cute move with the Reaver there, to be able to snipe off one of the tanks. I mean, if you can do that 3 more times, you know, I'd say he's going to be in a good position, but yeah, Nomad is behind in probes still by 7 here. He's going to need to go up to about 8 gateways here if he's going to have any chance of holding this push. We are building an armory now, but this could just be to get a couple of Goliaths for the push. I doubt he's going to wait for the +1. Isn't Azhi S rank? No, he's not S rank. What is he looking like an S ranker this game? Okay, going up to 5. Going up to 5 gateway now. I guess 6 if you count it with the one out there on the map. Are we gonna have a single Zealot run by once again to try to get some tank fire? So we are actually seeing a command center go down from Azhi here. So he's not actually going to be committing to moving across the map here and going for the push. Kind of surprised. I mean, he has scanned. I missed if he had scanned the main and saw what Nomad was up to. But if he saw only 5 gateways, I feel like he'd feel pretty confident to go. Maybe it's because there's a double Reaver. He feels like maybe it's not the best choice to go. It's so different, like, just watching other Terrans play compared to the way I play Terran versus Protoss. Yeah, like, I just play TVP so differently that when I see the style, it just looks so different to me. You know, like, it feels so passive and so safe. Alright, Nomad gonna pull the trigger here. Okay, yeah, that was definitely not the play. I was kind of surprised why he was going there. He didn't have any Zealots. Yeah, this is looking better and better for Azhi by the minute here. We got the 3rd CC done. He's got +1 on the way. It looks like we're going to be adding another factory or 2 momentarily. For the first time in the game, we do have Nomad having a couple more probes than his opponent. And Ozzy now positioning to take his third base, is what it looks like here. Putting plenty of mines down, going to be spreading his siege tank line up north a little bit. And we'll see what he wants to do here. It looks like he's just going to go, dude. Is there no observer? Is he actually going to go undetected on this left side here? That's actually crazy. Nomad just doesn't see this coming. Okay, he sees it now. Oh my god, there's no reaction. Okay, Nomad notices now. Wow, that was like such a late reaction. So Ozzy's going to get into position here outside the third base of Nomad before Nomad even moves his units. So this is big time trouble for Nomad. Yeah, this is like dream case scenario to get all the way to your opponent's base uncontested whatsoever. We do have, you know, 2 Reavers, 4 High Templars, lots of Storms available. So we get 2 Storms off to kill a single tank. What are we gonna do here? What's the play for Nomad? Looks like Nomad's deciding we're gonna pull the trigger and just go for the bus here. These High Templars could be God's miracle. Getting right on top of these tanks. Even the Mine Drag with one of the High Templar. Okay, hold on a second. We actually... Huh. Alright, so what looked like a very, very solid position for Azhi actually ends up being a double-edged sword. Too far away means he wasn't able to reinforce. Or actually, he was totally able to reinforce. He just didn't. Look at how many units we have at home. We have 7 tanks. We have like 20 vultures. Just nothing went to go reinforce that push. I mean, yeah, we killed a lot of probes. Yeah, we traded okay-ish. But, I mean, those storms, especially on those last 2 storms on those 5-6 tanks, were absolutely huge for Nomad. And that's going to, like, put him right back into this game. Yes, we have a third base, though. But Nomad took this 4th, and this is like a juicy 4th. 8 patches, double gas. Boy, he was... Yeah, there was nothing blocking him from being able to reinforce there. He could have just ran the same way he ran up the first time, and he would have been totally fine. I guess Azhi was fearful of a counterattack, so he didn't rally his units forward. That's the only thing I could think of. Couple scans going down from Azhi here. Looks like he's just kind of looking around for a 4th base. He hasn't scanned here yet, but he probably assumes there might be a base here. Looks like we still don't have a starport. No, we do have a starport. Okay, so there's a starport done. No science facility as of yet. No second armory as of yet. I don't think he started armor yet either. So nothing like that has been started just yet. So our upgrades are looking quite abysmal this game. He can still get the +1 on the armory though without the science vessel. But yeah, you know, what looked like a really, really sick play from Azhi ends up being a little bit of a comeback chance for Nomad here. I'd still put it in favor of Azhi. But, you know, he still doesn't know about the 4th base. So he's going to be playing under the conception, or not conception, what's the word I'm looking for? Assumption. He's going to be continuing to play this game under the assumption that Protoss is still just on 3. What did I say? Assumption? Impression? That works too. I think assumption works. Let's see. We still have, okay, there's our science facility. Do we have a second armory yet? Looks like second armory hasn't started just yet. Sorry guys about the cough. Can't really control it. Yeah, I mean, Nomad doesn't have any upgrades himself, though. I mean, he's got, what, +1 weapon, I think? Yeah, just +1 weapon. Only a single High Templar from what I can see. Does he have a shuttle somewhere with the High Templar in it? I know he had one earlier. Did he lose it during the push? He might have. Okay, so what's our play for Nomad here? So it looks like he's going to be taking this bottom right. Looks Looks like he's getting ready to go for a little like storm bomb here at the natural as well. Getting that in position, getting that ready to go. Does have the 2 High Templar and a single Zealot in position. Goon's going to try to wait for what looks like he's waiting for that +2 weapon before he fights. Maybe just going to go now while the Vultures are a little bit too far forward. This army is nothing but Goon though. Where's our Zealots? Well, the big problem here is there's no Zealots. Where are they? We just don't have any. Looks like Azhi still hasn't... Okay, he did make a second armory. Not spinning, though. It's gonna get kind of funky. I think the game gets a little funky from here. I think this is the only play that Nomad can make. Is just kind of do this. Oh, okay. That was a good pull from Azhi, I believe. I don't think he lost too many SCVs. I heard a couple die. Alright, looks like a couple tanks going to get into position now. We're going to be able to start shelling this natural. At the same time, a counterattack on the left side here at the third base of Terran. But with tanks in position here on the high ground and these depots in position with lots of mines and vulture support, these goons are not going to be able to do anything. But I will say this. Nomad and Moonrai are the gods of playing this style of refugee Protoss, man. Damn. Is that what Nesh is doing? That's crazy. Well, so what's our plan as Nomad here, man? How are we gonna come back in this? Damn, dude. Guy raids me with like 6 people. He's like 20-man raid. Wolves. I mean, this game looks over. Right? Okay, hold on a second. It's so interesting watching Azhi never reinforce his armies. Okay, so I thought the game just ended, but looks like we're gonna continue on further. Yeah, I mean, I think Azhi just wins this, especially after finding top left now. This was like the only real mining base for us. I mean, we still got the space, I guess, too. Do we even build a nexus here again? I guess we should. There's still a lot of minerals to mine. Okay, 2-0 done. Looks like +3 weapon just started. +1 armor just about done. Big probe transfer going down here to the bottom right base. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see any chance of Protoss coming back into this, to be honest. I mean, yeah, he has a bunch of bases right now, but Terran's gonna take his 4th. Top left is dead. He's just about maxed once again. He's about to hit 2-1 upgrades. Even this play is pretty nice from Azhi, just dropping these dual tanks here at the bottom right, or at this we'll call it like 530 base. Big push going down mid, and this is the point of the game, boys, where we see the A move. Goliath is blasting arbiters out of the sky. The bigger storm, the bigger story, yeah. Yeah, these two Reavers unfortunately haven't really been able to do anything since they were parked to your bottom right. Looks like the shuttle are going to go pick them up now, but it's going to be a little too late for them to really do anything. Maybe he'll suicide them into killing some workers, but that's not going to do too much at this point. Azhi being already maxed out, it might even be a benefit for him to lose SCVs here. To get Azhi's signature. That's funny. Well, storms in a dream, boys. Let's see what we can do with the storms. So far, some pretty good ones. I mean, he's killed a lot of units. He actually gets a ton of units with those storms. So many units that I think he's actually going to be able to hold this. Just barely. Yeah, he's going to hold. Azhi reinforcing once again. I guess Azhi doesn't know about this base. I don't know, dude. I mean, this game's done. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the one weakness of Eclipse as Protoss is you don't really have anywhere else to build gateways. Besides, like, one of these bases, really. This is, like, the only one where you have a little bit of space. Like this base or this base. Yeah, it looks like Azhi does now start sending these tanks over here to the bottom right. And with the dropship giving some vision, he's going to be able to eliminate these cannons. And, you know, these vultures are so heavily upgraded that the Reaver actually just goes down quite quickly. And you can tell Nomad's probably pretty tilted at this point. Probably just wondering, where did it go wrong? How am I losing to Azhi? How am I getting blasted here in the round of 32? I thought I was going to win it all. Now I can just see Nomad saying a couple of these things. I can't believe it. So once again, we are going to see... right? Once again, we see Nomad kind of hold on, but again, just kind of delaying the inevitable here. As we're about to mine out this base here at the 12. We're going to be down to one base mining. Terran going to be taking top left. Give Papa the win. Will we see it, boys? That'd be actually pretty funny. Maybe that's how he got 2,300, man. He was just typing give Papa the win to everybody. Well. Yeah, not really much left to say about this one, guys. We're kind of just waiting for Nomad to GG on out. We are going to lose the rest of these probes and this base down here in the bottom right. 12 o'clock, just about a mine out. He's still sitting about 1,600 resources. Looks like he's going to be taking the natural here to try to continue playing this game onward. But, guys, Azhi's about to max out once again. He's about to hit... Or actually, I guess he doesn't have the upgrades going. He's sitting on 3-1. Damn, Azhi couldn't have said it any better. This is the I can't believe I lost to Azhi GG timing coming out of Nomad here. It looks like he is going to try to take this base here at like 11-ish. But you got to know that Azhi smells blood in the water here. Nomad going to try to make a move here to the top left. Maybe a last ditch effort to try to make something happen here. And he's probably just going to get absolutely blasted. One of the Arbiters does get EMP'd right away. Shuttle goes down. And yeah, this Reaver doing work. Won't say that's not taking place here. This Reaver getting 9 kills. Not going to be good enough, though. Vulture's going to be patrolling across the map. Going to find the army once again of Nomad. But, I mean, supplies say it all. 190 supply. 200 supply now to the 129 of our Protoss player. Mined out here at 11 o'clock. We're going to be mining our natural for just a couple moments longer. A couple scans going down, just trying to keep track of where that army is. That's kind of crazy. Even though we scanned here, we don't actually see the army, even though we have a scan going on. I didn't know that's how scan worked. So you have to scan. Huh, that's actually really interesting. I did not know that's how scan worked. A couple scans going down once again. Kind of surprised we're not just fighting with all our army here. We got so many units just not in the fight. And that's like the only reason Nomad has a chance in these fights right now, is that we're just not pushing with everything. Oh my god, imagine Aussie GG's here or something. No, I gotta think that Nomad blasting that army is probably just like, oh my gosh, like maybe I'm still in it, and just to find out like that was like 1/4 of Aussie's supply. Yeah, I mean he has to have been thinking that, dude. Well, he's going to go back to sitting up here at that 11 o'clock base. Looks like we are going to send a probe down here to the bottom right. It's going to try to take the space once again. Kind of crazy we've only been playing with 7 factories this whole game, but it's just been that type of game, I guess. And it looks like here comes the big push. Now going up here to the 4th base. Yeah, and that's going to be it. GG is going to be called. Nomad is going to be eliminated in the round of 32. This guy predicted that he was going to go all the way. For him to be losing the round 32 has got to be a shocking upset for him. I don't know if anybody else believed it, but he sure as hell believed it in himself. And it looks like we're going to see Azhi move on to the round of 16, dude.